This is DNA. And DNA, you know, is the four-letter genetic alphabet that every living thing has inside it. You have DNA, I have DNA, a banana has DNA. And these letters represent certain chemicals that when they come together, they create what is really a software code running up and down the spine of the DNA molecule. To say that the letters were caused by natural forces is like saying that, say, Shakespeare was caused by the laws of ink and paper. No, the laws of ink and paper can tell you why the ink adheres to the paper, but it can't tell you why the letters and the words are in the order they're in. You need a mind for that. In other words, information is immaterial. It comes from a mind. And it's not just Christians who recognize this. First of all, what is the source of information? It's immaterial with an intelligent source. Bill Gates, not a Christian, put it this way. DNA is like a computer program, but far, far more advanced software ever created. Gee, if Microsoft PowerPoint, which I'm using right here to show you this, requires intelligence, do you think a genome requires intelligence? By the way, how long is the human genome? In other words, how many letters of DNA are in each one of your 40 trillion cells? Does anyone know? Actually, 3.5 billion. Billion. Last I checked, information capacity of DNA exceeded our most sophisticated computer chip by a factor of 45 trillion. The storage capacity of DNA is 45 trillion times greater than our best computer chip. That's amazing when you think about that. 3.5 billion letters long in every cell in your body. If there's a program, there must be a programmer. If there is a message, there must be a messenger. So what I'm saying here is DNA is like this message, take out the garbage mom, more complicated. In fact, in you, it's 3.5 billion letters long. You say, well, maybe it started real simple in the cell, right, in the amoeba, the first amoeba that supposedly we all came from. How much information is in an amoeba is the question. Before I tell you, you know how many amoebas you could line up in an inch? Several hundred. A lot. Good answer. No. Several hundred. You could line up several hundred amoebas in an inch, and inside every one of those amoebas is a genome equivalent to 1,000 volumes of an encyclopedia. 1,000 volumes of an encyclopedia. Now, to believe that that resulted by natural forces is like believing that the Library of Congress resulted from an explosion in a printing shop. You have to have more faith to believe that than just to say, look, the first life requires intelligent cause. By the way, what else is going on in the cell? This is just the information content. This says nothing about all the microscopic machines in a cell, all the nano machinery in a cell. It says nothing about all the processes that are happening automatically in every one of your cells. Up a cell to the size of New York, say this big airship over New York, you would see hundreds of processes going on, all sorts of machinery turning. You'd see all sorts of data going back and forth across the cell. And it's amazing.